whiskey. Man, it's been a long, long time. Guess you heard my baby left me for a so-called friend of mine. One thing's for certain, nothing's certain anymore. Everything that mattered just walked out my door. Hello, whiskey. Hello. Hello, whiskey. So how have you been? I never thought I'd see your face again. I'll spare the details and cut to the chase. I've got a lot of memories to try to erase. Hello, whiskey. Hello. So I've got to make this hurt disappear, and that's the only reason I'm sitting here. Hey bartender, don't pass me by. Just leave that bottle, son, here's mud in your eye. Hello, whiskey. Hello. I'm glad you're here. I hope you don't mind my bending your ear. I can't believe I missed all the signs. How could she leave me after all of this time? Hello, whiskey. Hello. So I've got to make this hurt disappear, and that's the only reason I'm sitting here. Hey bartender, don't pass me by. Just leave that bottle, son, here's mud in your eye. Hello, whiskey. Hello. Hello, whiskey. Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly.
Monday, I was dragging like a rusty old wagon. Tires all flying, got it down back. This late night red eye overtime heavy. Tuesday, Wednesday, no better. Thursday, felt like forever. This struggle bus gotta lead to something. Hello, Friday, I could kiss you. The weeks work me way too hard. paycheck, jackpot, jukebox. When I hear that throwback, George Jones takes me way back like a Kodak. And I'm smiling, cause you're right on time. And finally, hello Friday, I could kiss you. The weeks work me way too hard. I'm gonna toast you with a Pabst Blue and thank the good Lord for this bar. Maybe I'll ask a cowboy to dance. Yeah, I think I see my chance staring from across the room, looking like he's in a dancing mood. Hello Friday, I could kiss you. Too hard. I'm gonna toast you with a Pabst or two and thank the good Lord for this bar. Maybe I'll ask a cowboy to dance. Yeah, I think I see my chance staring from across the room, looking like he's in a dancing mood. Hello Friday, I could kiss you. The weekend really gets me in the mood. Hello Friday, I could kiss you.
That is the Friday anthem song for New Music Friday on the Tim Kelly Show. Her name is Shayna G, G-E-E, if you want to check her out on social media. Fantastic song for this New Music Friday. And then Ron Jenkins getting us started off with a great tune called Hello Whiskey. Hello Whiskey, Hello Friday. I think it's going to be a good weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the New Music Friday edition of the Tim Kelly Show, live from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. And I've got a great 3-hour live show for you tonight. The best in new country music and a couple of great radio interviews tonight. Shalane Stebner is going to be with me in hour number 1, and in hour number 2, my good friend Rick Stone will be with me as well, and you're going to get to hear the stories behind their songs and lots of great country music on the radio tonight. I want to give a big thank you and shout out to all of the stations that replay this program. Great radio stations like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com from Belgium, downtheroadradio.com from Ireland, Bourbon Trail Radio, Top Shelf Radio Texas, Radio 94.3 in Sweden, Hot and Funky Radio, hotandfunkyradio.com, and KWradio.com, Boone Country in Canada, and we are also on TexasBrewRadio.com and our brand new station NBRNOnline.com out of Nashville, Tennessee. On Saturday night, tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Central Time to midnight, you can catch me on 98.1 KOZX, thehossfm.com for a 2-hour show of nothing but the best in new country music. Thank you to Doug Driesel and all the folks over there for letting us be on KOZX. You can also catch the Tim Kelly Show on all the major streaming services like iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, wherever you stream music, just Google search the Tim Kelly Show. Wesley Spanger, he has a brand new single up next. It is called She Doesn't Want You, right here on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio on this New Music Friday.
Her boots kick up the red dirt road, a wildfire in a denim coat. She's a spark, a storm, a runaway train. She's got a laugh that echoes wide, a rebel's heart she'll never hide. And me, I'm just a fool left in the rain. She's everything you want, you don't know you need. She's a wildfire you can't outrun, just feed. She's the kind of dream you wanna come true, but boy, she doesn't want you. sharper, feels so right. She's a melody I can't forget. Her love's a river you can't swim. The chance you got, well, it's real slim. And me, I'm drowning in her silhouette. She's everything you want, you don't know you need. She's a wildfire you can't outrun, just feed. She's the kind of dream you want to come true, but boy, she doesn't want you. You don't know you need. She's a wildfire you can't outrun, just feed. She's the kind of dream you want to come true, but boy, she doesn't want you. She doesn't want you.
It's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
group from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. That is called Church Me Up, and Trailer Park Country is who that is. Go follow Trailer Park Country on social media. Tell them the Tim Kelly Show sent you, and they got it going on, ladies and gentlemen. We got to meet Dennis and his wife Tamara for breakfast in Branson, Missouri last week. They're fantastic people, and they make great country music as well. Trailer Park Country is where you can find them, and I will soon be doing a radio interview with Dennis and his buddies from Trailer Park Country. I look forward to that. You can check out the full live interview schedule of upcoming interviews at the bottom of the homepage of my website, KICR-IndieCountryRadio.com. Shalane Stebner and Rick Stone on the program tonight. They are still coming up, but I've got a young lady making her radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday. Her name is Bella Lamb. It is L-A-M. That is no B on the last name. L-A-M. Bella Lamb. This is called Tears in My Tequila on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
You had a good girl on your own and you blew it, and I'm so done with you putting me through it. Could've filled the Rio Grande with the tears you made me cry. Called my girlfriends, made a plan, had to book it. Got an Airbnb and a flight, we took it to Miranda's Casa Rosa in the Nashville lights. Now I can't taste the tears in my tequila. Gonna chase your memory down with salted lime. Here's to all my single senoritas, singing I can't taste the tears in my tequila. July in the South couldn't get any hotter till a hey honey cowboy, tall drink of water, took me by the hand, one dance, started spinning you off my mind. Now I can't taste the tears in my tequila. Gonna chase your memory down with salt and lime. Here's to all my single senoritas, singing I can't taste the tears in my tequila.
Beverly Brown Sims, and you're listening to the Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing New Country's best.
Well, I ain't who I used to be, and I don't like what I see. This world is different, there's no doubt. I'm still alive, but I feel left out. And I feel the laughter of a child underneath this broken smile. Well, I see the sun shine again, the stars dance upon my skin with age in my eyes. And I hope that I know the rain is here to wash away the pain, and I'll feel like a child again, and all the sadness goes away till I wake up to another day of my life. I heart ain't always been sad. But you grow lonely when you grow old. Well, I wake up, will I go home? Well, I see the sun shine again, the stars dance upon my skin with age in my eyes. And I hope that I know the rain is here to wash away the pain, and I'll feel like a child again, and all the sadness goes away till I wake up to another day of my life. But all the sadness go away till I wake up to another day of my life.
To the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is New Music Friday. I'm playing the best in new country music for the next 3 hours, but I've got a couple of great radio interviews tonight, and Shalane Stebner is with us tonight. How are you, my friend?
I am absolutely lovely. How are you, Tim?
Your music is absolutely lovely, too. I'm doing great. Thanks for doing this tonight. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. My pleasure.
Yep. A good friend of mine and yours, Michael Richards, set us up, and I tell you what, that guy's something else. Boy, he's up there in New Brunswick, and he has been sending me a lot of great artists from north of the border, but now he's actually branched out into the United States, too, and finding them for me.
He is truly a gem. You know, I think that there's so many different layers of the music industry that we need, and we need people to sing, we need people to listen, we need people to promote, we need people to do radio shows. So, you know, I just appreciate every single layer.
Absolutely. And we also need people that are going to put you out on 11 radio stations with one push of the button, and that's what's going to happen for you tonight.
Well, man, do I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome. You know, I've said this for years, country music is universal, and they love it in these other countries. You're getting to do a tour in the UK tonight without leaving your house. That's pretty cool, huh?
Oh, excellent. Well, that was the cheapest tour I've ever been on.
Right? We're gonna put you in Ireland on Down the Road Radio. I've been on that for years, and then Sweden. They asked for my show, and they've been around since 1979. I've kind of freaked out on that one.
That is amazing. Well, now we're all around the world, I guess, together.
Yep. So let's talk about your country music journey. How did it get started?
Sure. So when I was little, I mean, I always joke that when I came out of, when I was born, I was probably born singing. Mm-hmm. So I just have always sang. And when I was little, my dad was in a band, and he was the drummer. And so there was always music around, and they just played like little anniversary parties and weddings and whatever. And we always would go with them and, you know, fall asleep under the tables or in the coat room and dance all night. And so music was always a huge part of my childhood. And then, you know, when they got a little bit older and the band kind of fell apart or whatever, I loved singing and being on stage. And I remember when I was about 6 or 7 that the one lady in the band, she was like, oh, do you want to come and sing a song with us? Because I was always singing along with them. And so I got up there and grabbed the mic and just took charge of the whole situation. And that was kind of when I was kind of hooked on being on stage and having everybody, you know, looking at you. And then growing up, I was always in musical theater or dance or, you know, pretty much any way, shape, or form to get me on the stage or in front of people. I kind of took advantage of that. when I was about 22, I had got my grandpa's old guitar. He had passed away when I was 9, so I didn't get to do anything musically with him. But I got his old guitar, and there was a time when you could bring your karaoke CDs and they'd cue them up for you, and you could just sing along with the track. But then that kind of went out, and so I had to kind of figure out how I was going to play for myself, and I never played the guitar before in my life. So I taught myself how to play, and now I'm not amazing by any means, but I can play along with myself and support myself. And so then that's kind of where the musical side of things started. And in 2020, when things kind of got a little weird in the world, my husband got laid off, and so watching him go through his struggles and not being able to help him was a really big turning point for myself. And so that was when I started to write songs, just seeing him going through his struggles. And the first song that I wrote and put music to and took actually seriously was a song called As Strong As Your Daddy. And I wrote it as if my husband had completed suicide, and so I wrote it as a love song to my son about how you don't have to be strong. There's always that stigma of like, men, you have to be strong. Don't show your emotions, don't cry, don't feel, suck it up. Right. And I think that is just the worst thing that you can ever do, because everybody is supposed to feel those emotions. So that was kind of where my songwriting started. And then during that time, we were, I'm sure like everybody else, we were broke. And so I found a recording studio that was close to me, and I started recording some of the songs that I wrote. And actually the very first song that I recorded professionally was a song called Dirt Road Raised, which is a story about my life and my upbringing.
That is awesome, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about here in a minute and play that song. I love this stories behind the songs. That's why I love doing the interviews, and I'm already loving your stories because, like you were talking about men not supposed to get emotional and all of that. I just recently interviewed an artist that Michael found for me down in Texas. His name's Wes Ryan, and he is the opposite. He actually had to stop in the middle of a song because he was getting too emotional and stop writing that and finish it later, because his deal is if the music doesn't move you or move him, he's not going to put it out there to the world, and that's exactly what the world needs right now. We're kind of still in a mess, and you guys, 2020 were locked down even more than we were here in the United States. That was a rough time, wasn't it?
It was definitely an interesting time.
Yeah, it was. And we dealt with it down here, too. And I'll tell you what, I took that year off from radio because there wasn't really much to talk about. Nobody was doing any live shows or performances. Yeah. But you did get in the studio a lot, writing new music, and you could go in there in a soundproof booth by yourself, and you were fine. But the music kept coming into my email, and I'm like, wow, this is good. This is good. I need to get back into radio. So
I think it kind of just stirred up a little bit of passion that we needed, and it kind of gave everybody a moment to sit back and pause and kind of dig deep and find those feelings and figure out those words that you could use. And so as much of a awful time it was a really, really unique time for everybody artistically.
Yep, and you talked about you enjoy performing, and I'm seeing that on your website, and that's what we were really missing during that time, too, was you guys being able to get in front of folks and do these live shows, because it looks like you love to do that and to play the dress up. I'm looking at a pretty cool silver pair of boots that you're wearing on your website, and they're real sparkly and everything, so, that was all missed dearly, wasn't it?
Absolutely. I always said, now that we're allowed to play music again and go and do gigs and whatever, I always say, I don't care if there's one person in the audience or 100 or 1,000 or 10,000. It doesn't matter to me. As long as I don't have to sing to my phone anymore, I'm happy.
Yep. That was actually, my wife got me a Christmas present a few years ago, and it was Charlie Daniels' memoirs from the Charlie Daniels Band, and the title of it is Don't Look at the Empty Seats. He believed the same thing. Whether you're in front of 20 people or 20,000, you do the same quality show and, give those folks their money's worth. And Willie Nelson has even said that about his legacy. He just wants people to know they got their money's worth when they come to see him in a live show. And they definitely did that for folks, didn't they?
Absolutely, and that to me, I mean, there's a different level. You know, you can go into the studio and you can record your music, but if you cannot play it well in front of people, you have to get back to the basics and get it practicing, because there's nothing like listening to a CD and then going to see somebody live and going like, oh, well, that doesn't quite sound the same at all, right? So you want to, I mean, there has to be some level of authenticity. You don't want it to sound exactly like the CD, because then why are they coming to see you? But you want to make sure that when you have that live show, that people leave going like, oh gosh, do I ever love that person? I love that artist. That was so great, you know?
Yep, absolutely. I love hearing that, because, and you're right, exactly. That's why people go to see live shows, and I play the fully produced music, so you don't have to do any acoustic thing or any of that tonight, because what we've got that you sent to us is perfect for this show. And you know, and then when people go see you in a live show after this interview, they're gonna go, I want to see if she sounds like she did on the Tim Kelly show when he played her music. So that's how that works. Now, who influenced you? Some big names that we might know in the world of country music so much that it made you want to do something in it? Because I'll tell you one that right now, for your name, it's Shalane, but that's a kind of a combination of Shania and Twain. I think Shalane, Shalane is right in there somewhere.
All right, I like that. So for sure, definitely, I mean, especially because she's Canadian, Shania
Right.
has always been such a huge superstar for us. But I grew up on, you know, Martina McBride and Terry Clark and Trisha Yearwood and Carolyn Dawn Johnson and Alison Krauss, you know, all of the big women in the 80s and 90s were definitely my inspiration. And I do feel like the 80s and 90s were such a turning point for women in country music, because, you know, they got to stand and do their thing, and all of a sudden it was just like a woman takeover. You know, it was so heavily men orientated, and, you know, then these beautiful women come up with these huge powerhouse voices that just kind of like stop you in your tracks, and, you know, Faith Hill, and it was such a unique, amazing moment for women in country music.
Well, that's still happening, isn't it? We got Ashley McBride that is tearing it up. We got Lainey Wilson, CMA Entertainer of the Year a couple of years ago. Now she's known as the bell-bottom queen of country music, and bringing those back, and vinyl's coming back. You know, all that stuff is coming back. But you women in there are keeping traditional country music alive, whether you realize it or not, and that's exactly what we need right now.
Absolutely, yeah. We get to get back to the basics, back to the roots. You know, we gotta. Yeah. I mean, we're always trying to evolve. So, I mean, taking part of the new stuff, but interjecting it into the old stuff. You know, that's how we're gonna create what's coming next.
Absolutely, and so that leads us right into the next song that you kind of alluded to. You were dirt road raised, and I used to live in Kansas. I grew up in Kansas, and every square mile out on those country roads, there's like a stop sign, and that's how you know you've went a mile. But it's those old dirt roads of the cornfields, the maize, the soybeans, and all the stuff that they grow in Kansas, and all these old farmers, and they might be on a tractor, they might be on a big combine. They'd always wave to you, even though they didn't know you, going down those old dirt roads. I love that. Tell us your story, though, of dirt road raised.
So in my heart, I know that no matter where your house is, whether it's in a town or in a city or in a little hamlet or in the middle of nowhere, I think that in my heart, I know that everybody has learned some lessons on a dirt road. You know, whether you're going for a party out down some dirt road somewhere or whatever, or just going for a drive to, you know, fill your heart with happiness and joy. I really, truly think that we all have those wonderful experiences on dirt roads. And so my story, my parents had, you know, bought a quarter section of land, and, you know, and my dad and his friends built our 5-bedroom house, because my parents had 3 kids. And, you know, that's kind of our origin of when we were little. You know, we had a dirt lawn, and I remember watching my dad harrow the grass so that it would grow on his little tractor. And so my biggest desire in life is to have those experiences and those memories and give my children the same kind of experiences and memories. I don't want them to grow up in a big metropolitan where, you can't see the stars. I want them to, be able to go outside and play, and I don't want to worry about, are they, is somebody coming along or whatever, who are they meeting, who are they playing with. I want them to experience the middle of nowhere and the stillness and the quietness of the country. So my husband and I actually went to high school together, and we actually first met when we were in grade 2.
Wow.
But we didn't go to the same school. But we just met through a mutual friend at a birthday party. But we didn't start dating until we were out of high school. But we lived maybe 20 minutes apart, and so I loved that somewhere along the line, someone said, you guys need to be together. And it just worked out so wonderfully. And we've been together for 18 years now.
Oh, congratulations.
But yeah, thank you. That is my desire, though, is to, section off a corner of my parents' land and build our own little house so that my parents can stay out there and we can be out there. So I guess in a very long, rounded story, that is where Dirt Road Rays has come from.
I absolutely love that. And I don't know if you've thought about this too, but the road to success, whether it's for you in the music industry or for your kids and whatever they choose to do, that road started out as a dirt road. That's pretty cool, huh?
Absolutely. Everything starts out.
Yep. I love that. So let me ask you this. Of your kids, are you seeing any of them showing any inclinations of maybe wanting to do something like Mom's doing in music?
Well, I do think that it's really interesting that, when you look at family values, every family has a different value depending on what their parents are into, right? And some people are super into hockey or football or whatever. And so, obviously, because I am doing all of these things, my children are definitely interested in music. My son is more of a percussion man, so, I give him a set of drums, and he can keep a beat really well, and he's 10. And then my daughter is really into, she loves singing. So, and it's kind of funny, out on Netflix right now, there's a K-pop Demon Hunter show movie is what it is. And I was a little apprehensive letting her watch it because she's only 8, but the music in it is spectacular. Yeah. And so she knows all the words to all the songs, and it just reminds me of when I was little, because, I would watch Grease, and, we'd watch it on a tape, and then I'd rewind it and watch it again, and by the third time, my mom was like, okay, enough, right? Go outside and play or do something else. So I definitely see that love of music from her as well.
I'll show you my age just a little bit. I watched it at the drive-in movie when it came out in 1978.
Grease?
Grease with John Travolta, Olivia Newton-John. Yeah.
Oh, so good. So good.
we miss Olivia Newton-John, and I'll tell you what, being from Australia, and she was one of those female artists, and she did some country music, and I still play Hopelessly Devoted to You on my classic country station that plays around the clock. She did kind of what Keith Urban has done for the men now, coming from Australia and kind of raising the bar in country music. Who would have ever thought that would be so successful as it's been? And Olivia Newton-John kind of broke the mold for you girls a long time ago.
Yep, absolutely.
So, we definitely miss her. Absolutely. Dirt Road Rays, we're going to play that from Shalane Stebner, and then we're going to come back and talk about another song that happens to be my wife's first name. It is called Brenda. We'll talk about it on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
West of town on 53 in the middle of nowhere. Nestled back in the trees where you can breathe the cleanest air. A husband and his wife tried to make the land their own. Raise a family and teach them all that they had known. Well, I was a wild child, I could never stay home.
Her name is Shalane Stebner. That is called Dirt Road Raised. You just heard the story behind it. She was that way, and she wants her children to be that way, and that is awesome. I love that.
Thank you so much, Tim.
Absolutely. Has your mom ever told you why she named you Shalane? That is a unique name in the world of, just in general, let alone country music.
You know, I've asked her a few times where they came up with it, and she said that she just heard it one time and loved it.
Wow.
So my middle name is Noelle, so it kind of, they just Shalane Noelle kind of flows really beautifully. So I feel like, even though she doesn't claim that she's artistic, but I feel like she was in that moment.
Oh, very much so, you know, and I had to, when I put it in, I got to make sure I spelled it right when I loaded all 3 songs, because if you get one letter wrong, you're not going to find that song, so.
No, not at all.
I wanted to make sure I got all of that right. How did you come up with this next song that has my wife's first name attached to it? It is simply called Brenda.
Well, Brenda is kind of fun. I also have a girlfriend named Brenda, and she's my life coach. We talk often, and she said, there's lots of women songs about women. You know, Jolene, and all these Lola, all these badass women names. Sorry, I'm not allowed to. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. But,
go for it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Badass women, and she said, "There's no songs about Brenda." And I was like, you know what? I'm going to write you a song called Brenda. And I kind of had this concept started in my mind, and I love writing songs. You know, some people, when you find your jam of the topics that you like to write about, my jam of the topics that I like to write about is kind of funny. I like to write about women who catch their men cheating, so, they burn the house down. That's kind of my jam. And so I had this concept. I had this concept of this woman catching her husband cheating, and the tagline is that she likes to smoke cigarettes and drink red wine, which most women do like to do. There are a lot of women like to do that, and so that was kind of where I based it around. And it, sometimes songwriting, I think songwriting is different for everybody, but every once in a while you kind of hit on something, and I feel like there's just like a straight download from the good Lord, and it takes about 15 minutes to write a song from start to finish. Not often does that happen, but when it does, you got to sit back and go like, man, this is something special.
This is good.
Anyways, that was where the concept and the idea of Brenda came about, and then it flowed so free and so easily, and then it hit number 2 in the Canadian Indie Country Countdown. I've played it. We were just in Atlanta for the International Singer-Songwriters Association in August. So I got to play it down there for the after party, and
awesome.
It's one of those songs that is just a joy to play.
I saw that on the bottom of your website. You had several nominations. I met Tammany when before she started that back in 2018. We were hanging out at the Wild Horse Saloon at another award show in Nashville, and I had been playing her as an artist too on my program and interviewed her a couple of times. So that's fantastic what she does for the artist. Man, you had me thinking. You had me thinking Carrie Underwood there for a minute. I was going to have to look out my truck, make sure nobody slashed my tires the way you were talking.
I'm here for that. Well, and I'll side note that so at the International Singer-Songwriters Association this year, I won International Vocalist of the Year.
Oh, so congratulations!
Amazing.
Yeah, that is awesome. It's pretty cool getting to play dress up and wear your silver boots or whatever you were wearing and walk the red carpet.
I wear them, yeah.
But taking home some hardware, there's nothing better than that either.
Absolutely.
Yep. So, this song, Brenda, is fantastic. And, I was going to tell you, I just recently interviewed an artist, speaking of Brenda, and I always ask this question, do you have any relatives that might be musically inclined like you? I ask it about your children, and he said, well, my aunt is kind of musically inclined. She's Brenda Lee. And that sings Rockin' Around the...
musically inclined?
Yeah, Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree, Brenda Lee. Yeah, so I didn't expect to hear that when I asked that question.
Well, I have no famous relatives, nobody other than my dad playing drums, and my grandpa used to sing around the campfire. That is the extent of my musically inclined relatives.
Well, that just made me think of it. Your song, Brenda. I was like, Brenda Lee. He brought that up, and she'll be She'll be 80 this year, and she recorded that when she was 13, and we still play it every Christmas.
That's amazing. It's a classic. It's a staple of Christmas.
You know, and that's the goal of you guys too, isn't it? Is to make a song like that resonates, that people are talking about it, even if you're gone and you know, buried, and they're still playing it on the radio or something.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's the legacy. That's the dream.
That's the deal. We'll talk about. We're going to play Brenda, and then we're going to come back and well, let's see. Let's talk about One Dive Bar. Let's do that right now. How about that?
Sure, we can talk about that right now.
Yeah, tell us about it.
So One Dive Bar, I kind of had this, I had this concept of counting. So, you know, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I always remember, you know, when we were little, or not little, so in Canada you can start going to the bars when you're 18. Mm-hmm. And so when we started going to the bars, you know, we would go do karaoke at this same bar, and it was, you know, years later, the carpet is still the same. The chairs are still the same. The waitresses are still the same. So it's one of those things that when you think back on, you think like, man, like we probably should have never went there. But, you know, you just keep going back. And so it's that pull that keeps you coming back. And so, of course, I had to write it about not necessarily the place that keeps pulling you back, but, of course, a man keeps pulling you back, but pulling you back to that dive bar. And you know, the concept is kind of around like, you know, you shouldn't, but you know you're gonna anyways. Yep. So that's where One Dive Bar kind of came about.
That is pretty cool. They must get fun song to sing. They must get some great tips at that bar if they've been there that long and they just stay there forever, you know.
Yeah, right.
You know, Jason Aldean wrote a song about that, you know, living off the tips in a pickle jar, and that's kind of how country music still is, isn't it? You got to pay those dues, huh?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, thanks for Absolutely. Thanks for doing this program tonight. I sure do appreciate your time, and I've been looking at your website the whole time, but where can folks find you on social media if they want to check out more of your great music?
Yeah, so you can always go to my website, www.shalainestebner.com, and then on there's links to Facebook and Instagram. Anywhere streaming music is possible, you can find me. I don't really quite understand TikTok that well, so I do put stuff on TikTok, but it's not as regimented or as amazing as what your repertoire on TikTok is.
Thank you. I've been on it a little bit. My daughter actually told me about that. You know, she goes, you need to start doing TikTok lives, because to me, I'm in radio. I just wanted my voice out there, you know. I got a face for radio. Yeah. You know, you've seen me, but... But, you know, and that was the thing. I'm like, I viewed that as television, you know, but now I'm doing it on Facebook Live, on TikTok Live, and on YouTube, and I'm looking at all these screens and trying to keep up with everybody chatting at the same time. And I'd love to have you, after this interview's over, come in and say hello to all these folks that are listening tonight. That'd be awesome.
Absolutely. I absolutely will try my best.
Oh, we have loved the interview. Thanks for doing this. And don't be a stranger. Let's do it again in 2026. I'm already booking for next year. I'd love to have you back on.
Absolutely. We're recording a song by the end of this year. It should be out, so I would love to come back on and promote that.
Perfect. That'll work for me. And we'll put you on a show that I do called Triple Play Thursday as well. I think I've already done it a time or two, but we'll definitely get you on that show too. You know, and nobody else has really caught on to that. I think I'm the only one in the world doing it, but I love to play 3 songs in a row from everybody, and especially even during these interviews, to showcase your talent and your versatility. It's hard to do it in one song, isn't it?
It is. And I actually would like to say a huge thank you for recognizing how important that is, because you know, you get, you know, 3 minutes to pour your heart out and show all of your stuff, and I just appreciate so much that you recognize that 9 minutes is better than 3.
Oh, you got it. I'm looking at Brenda's length of the song is 2 minutes and 44 seconds. I've been with Brenda for 4 years, and I still love her. How about that?
That's perfect.
Thank you so much for the program tonight. I appreciate it. We're going to play Brenda from Shalaine Stebner, and then One Dive Bar is going to kick off the next hour of the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
House real tidy.
each and every night. Her husband had a tendency of spending late nights at the bar, spent his entire paycheck one night and crashed the car. Well, Brenda got real sick of spending all her nights alone, so she packed her bags, wrote out a note saying this house ain't my home. You've been cheating, you've been lying, you've been drinking, I've been crying, but I ain't gonna spend one more tear on you. I've done hurting, I'm done trying, you're still flirting, there's no denying all the stupid stuff you put me through. Well, you ain't messing with my heart no more. She left the cigarette in the ashtray and the wine spilled on the floor. Hey! 10 miles down the road, Brenda turned that car around. She needed some closure before she headed out of town. She knew where he'd be at by the charges on his car. She saw him doing shots with the tall blonde at the bar. They locked eyes and she prepared to give what he deserved. This would be the last time he would ever cheat on her. She said, you've been cheating, you've been lying, you've been drinking, I've been crying. I ain't gonna spend one more tear on you. I'm done hurting, I'm done trying, you're still flirting, there's no denying all the stupid stuff you put me through. Well, you ain't messing with my heart no more. She left the cigarette in the ashtray and the wine spilled on the floor. Hey! Well, that cigarette lit the house on fire and burned it to the ground. She smiled as she passed the fire trucks and headed out of town. You've been cheating, you've been lying, you've been drinking, I've been crying. I ain't gonna spend one more tear on you. I'm done hurting, I'm done trying, you're still flirting, there's no denying all the stupid stuff you put me through. Well, you ain't messing with my heart no more. No, you ain't messing with my heart no more. She left the cigarette in the ashtray and the wine spilled on the floor.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
He walked in, I could feel the change. Static electricity through my veins. By the look in his eyes, he was here to play. Something might have told me I should stay away. Now it's 6 shots
Welcome to this one dive bar we call the Tim Kelly Show. Her name is Shalane Stebner. What a great radio interview. We had a great time hanging out with her tonight. Thank you, Shalane, for doing the interview. I sure do appreciate the time. And folks, go find Shalane Stebner all over social media and her website and tell her you heard her right here on the Tim Kelly Show. And that interview will go into the Tim Kelly Show interview archives after this live program is over tonight. That tab is at the top of the homepage of my website at KICR-IndieCountryRadio.com. I am live on that website right now. Welcome to hour number 2 of the Tim Kelly Show, New Music Friday, and live on YouTube at KICR Indie Country Radio, and I'm also live on TikTok, hanging out over here, talking to lots of folks at Tim Kelly On Air is where you can find me on TikTok as well. We're going to play this next gentleman, starting off hour number 2, CJ Garton. He's got a brand new song called Ain't Her Horse on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
If I were her horse, she'd saddle up on me. Giddy up, boy, I'd be a proud pony, riding off together, sunset painted sky. If I were her horse, we'd ride, ride, ride. If I were her drink, be a shot of good whiskey, burning them lips. She'd never forget me, throw me back, drunk on me every night. If I were her drink, it'd be high, high, high. But I ain't her horse, and I ain't her drink. I'm just a fool on a stool, crazy enough to think that I just might be everything she needs. And one of these days she's gonna saddle on up with me. Hey, y'all, watch this. If I were her song, she'd be playing me nonstop, dropping them quarters in this honky-tonk jukebox. Under them neon lights, we'd find romance. If I were her song, we'd dance, dance, dance. But I ain't her song, and I ain't her dance. Just a fool on a stool, thinking he has a chance. Hell, I just might be everything she needs. Hell, one of these days she's gonna saddle on up with me. Oh, baby, my God, you know how you look in them cowgirl boots. Don't even lie to us. If I were her horse, she'd saddle up on me. Giddy up, boy, I'd be a proud pony, riding off together, sunset painted sky. If I were her horse, we'd ride, ride, ride. But I ain't her horse, and I ain't her drink. I ain't her song, and I ain't her dance. I ain't anything. Hell, I'm just a fool, crazy enough to think that one of these days she's gonna saddle on up with me. I'm telling you, one day she'll saddle on up with me.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do. Today's country. More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country. New country. New country. New country.
And home. I got 11:45 on my pocket watch. I'm chugging down some beers. I guess I should have called to tell her I can't find my way out of here. Rock 'em up, boys, we'll shoot 'em down as the band plays one more set. They may be playing, he'll have to go, but I ain't ready yet. two-step by the jukebox, go waltzing past a neon sign. Hey, I don't need to leave till midnight, but I may stay to closing time. Shelley said she loved me when I walked out the door. That was 8 o'clock, now it's 4:45. It's time to face the music at home and stumble out of here. If I could bring the band home, they might help me get through it. We could rock her back to sleep with a soothing old lullaby. If I could bring the band home, they could play her favorite song. A little candlelight, a bottle of wine. I love her till the cows come home. Well, time really flies when you're out with your friends. When the music's playing, the fun never ends. I got a woman at home, waiting where I should have been. We've been painting the moon, hanging the town. The clock is ticking and it's a winding down. It's time to face music at home and stumble out of here. If I could bring the band home, they might help me get through it. We could rock her back to sleep with a soothing old lullaby.
Who are these people with guitars?
If I could bring the band home, they could play her favorite song. A little candlelight, a bottle of wine. I'd love her till the cows come home.
Put those candles out and tell them to leave.
A little candlelight, a bottle of wine. I'd love her till the cows come home.
I don't want any wine.
A little candlelight, a bottle of wine. Love her till the cows come home.
You fool, it's 4 in the morning, let's go to bed. He's laughing at me.
I always talk about a lot of rock and roll influences in the world of country music. That is a rockin' country song right there. If I could bring the band home. His name is Dan Lewis B. Who are these people with guitars? I love it. That is a fun song. We're having a fun time on this New Music Friday edition of the Tim Kelly Show as well. Thank you for joining me tonight. And stick around. I've got another great radio interview coming up. Rick Stone is going to join me on the program real soon. I will be talking to this next artist I'm going to push play on in a future radio interview. Her name is Cheryl Nye. This is called Eyes of a Stranger on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR. Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
are listening to The Tim Kelly Show, live from Branson, Missouri on KICR Indie Country Radio.
Things I don't wanna hear. The clock ticks louder, shadows drawing near. You wore that dress I used to crave, but your eyes, they don't behave. Fingers trace, but the spark feels gone. Baby, do I still turn you on? Talk much, the wine runs dry, we've lost that touch. I could scream, I could cry, or let it slide, but I'm drowning in this quiet tide. Fingers trace, but the spark feels gone. Baby, do I still turn you on? Drifted like smoke, then blew away. Do my whispers still make you shiver? Or am I just a ghost by the river? Baby, do I still turn you on? When the music fades and the night feels long, do you feel the heat? Or is it gone? Baby, do I still turn you on? I'm not a shadow, I'm not a song, I'm the pulse that's been here all along. But tell me now, don't make me guess, is your heart still pounding in your chest? I need to know, I need to see if there's still a spark for you and me.
That is a brand new song that just hit radio tonight, right here exclusively on the Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday. His name is Jesse Cole James. JC Cole is the TikTok, or not TikTok, but that's where you can find him on social media. JC James, that's what it is. JC James Music. Baby, do I still turn you on? You know, I say that to my radio, and I say, baby, do I still turn you on? And when I do, I listen to the Tim Kelly Show and Triple Play Thursday, New Music Friday, and I'm glad you guys are listening right now as well. You definitely get to hear New Country's Best on this program. Let's do another song we can definitely say New Country's Best behind. My good friend Mike Corellis, he is from the great state of Texas. This is called Everything About You on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
just right. Laugh in the morning like it's Friday night. Bare feet tapping on that old wood floor. Every smile you give makes me want you more. You don't dress up just to turn a head. You shine in the life we're living instead. Singing a tune I ain't heard before, and I'm falling again, wanting more and more. I love the way you roll your eyes when I joke too much. How your hand finds mine with that easy touch. You laugh in the morning, your kiss at night. The way you make wrong feel so right. I'd give the world just to sit by you. Every little thing that you say or do, no part of you I'd ever change or lose. Yeah, I love everything about you. You speak your mind, stand strong and true. You're the answer when the day runs through. Love so deep and you give so free. You're the best kind of woman a man can see. You turn the hard times into something sweet. Pull me in close, never miss a beat. One look from you and my sky turns blue. Girl, there's nothing I wouldn't do for you. I love the way you roll your eyes when I joke too much. How your hand finds mine with that easy touch. You laugh in the morning, your kiss at night. The way you make wrong feel so right. I'd give the world just to sit by you. Every little thing that you say or do, no part of you I'd ever change or lose. Yeah, I love everything about you. If the road gets long, I'll hold on tight. Two-step with you every Saturday night. Every mile's better with you in view. You're my forever, my dream come true. I love the way you roll your eyes when I joke too much. How your hand finds mine with that easy touch. You laugh in the morning, your kiss at night. The way you make wrong feel so right. I'd give the world just to sit by you. Every little thing that you say or do, no part of you I'd ever change or lose. Yeah, I love everything about you. Ooh, girl, the way you light up my day makes the whole world spin my way. Yeah, I love everything
This is
about
Casey Johns, and you're listening to The Tim Kelly Show, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
These hometown boys just like me too much, and I've had enough. They say that they like my outfit, or they like my smile, or they like my touch.
I think I like you, but maybe I don't. If I do, I won't admit it.
And I say no, no, no. You say please, please, please. I'm just not so sure. You say I might just be the one you're looking for. I know how your hometown boys can be. And it's not that you're not just a little bit cute, but if I said I liked you, it might just be the truth. And I can't tell you. These hometown girls just like me too much, and I've had enough.
She says that she likes my truck, or she likes my hair, or she likes my touch.
I think I like you, but maybe I don't. If I do, I won't admit it. And I say no, no, no. You say please, please, please. I'm just not so sure. You say I might just be the one you're looking for. I know how you hometown boys can be. And it's not that you're
And I say no, no, no. You say please, please, please. I'm just not so sure. You say I might just be the one you're looking for.
I know how your hometown people can be, and it's not that you're not just a little bit cute, but if I said I liked you, it might just be the truth, and I can't tell you.
Her name is Trisha Marie. She's a great artist from Michigan, and that is a great duet she did with her brother. It is called Hometown People. Check out our upcoming interview with Trisha Marie, my upcoming interview with Trisha Marie, in a future show. That full live interview schedule at the bottom of the homepage at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. My second interview of the evening is up after one more song. Rick Stone's going to join us on the program. You're going to love his music and the stories behind them as well. Nick Taylor is up, though, with One Bar Stool. It is Nick Taylor, Tayler Music. One Bar Stool on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio on this New Music Friday.
And all the whiskey out down doesn't chase them away, and all them images keep coming back to stay. All the things I wish I would have done or said swirl like heavy smoke inside my head. Should get up, go home while I can walk, but I'll be here till bartender's last call. Hell, this naughty proof ain't cutting it like it should. Marlboro's ain't replacing the red lip taste of you. And I'd do anything, turn back the clock if I could. Your memory still holds me all night through, while the band keeps singing our favorite lines. One bar stool at a time. Darling, I still smell your perfume from last New Year's Eve. Your head on my shoulder, my heart on my sleeve. You grabbed my head, said, let's run with the wind. Escape these four walls when the dance lights grow dim. That slick dark street took a turn I can't erase. Worn out tires on my dad's 83 left no trace. Hell, this naughty proof ain't cutting it like it should. Marlboro's ain't replacing the red lip taste of you. And I'd do anything, turn back the clock if I could. Your memory still holds me all night through, while the band keeps singing our favorite lines. One bar stool at a time. Pocket full of heartbreak, two hands on the wheel. Keep seeing your last glass, still can't believe it's real. Hell, this naughty proof ain't cutting it like it should. Marlboro's ain't replacing the red lip taste of you. And I'd do anything, turn back the clock if I could. Your memory still holds me all night through, while the band keeps singing our favorite line. One bar stool at a time. One bar stool at a time.
listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is New Music Friday. I'm playing the best in new country music and a couple of songs that you're going to get to hear the stories behind with my good friend Rick Stone. How are you, my friend?
Hey, Tim. How you doing, man?
I'm doing fantastic, and I appreciate your time tonight. Thanks for doing this program. I've been playing your songs for a while, and I am loving them.
Thank you very much. You know, we've been getting pretty good response with some of our stuff, getting it played around, and thanks to people like you who help promote us indie artists. You know, we're getting a little success out there, and it's much, much appreciated.
You're welcome. We were talking off the air about how we found each other, and I guess you just Googled Indie Country Radio one of these days, and here we are.
Yep. You know, I travel a lot for my what I call my day job, and I was sitting in an airport waiting on a flight, and I started saying, well, where can I get my music played? You know, it's almost impossible to get it played on conventional radio these days.
Yeah.
So you know, I typed in indie radio channels, and up pops Tim Kelly Show.
There you go.
And then I sent you an email, and you and I kind of been in contact off and on since then.
Yeah, absolutely. And the support is right back at you, because you've been coming into my chat rooms on YouTube and different things like that, you know, and we put the show out on 12 radio stations. We're going to do that for you tonight. And I love seeing you guys come in and say hello, and, you know, getting to listen to your own songs live on the radio is pretty cool, too, isn't it?
It is. I used to tell people the thrill is unbelievable.
Yeah.
You know, we played in front of crowds in Nashville and other places and stuff, but nothing gives me a bigger thrill in my music stuff and then hearing my song on the radio.
Yep.
Or streaming, or whatever you want to call it these days.
Absolutely. You know, and I grew up when radio was something that we all used to gather around, you know, and listen to those artists and songs, and like Casey Kasem used to play, and Wolfman Jack, and some of those big popular radio personalities. I used to listen to Rick Dees when I lived in California. He was on in L.A., and that's what always got me wanting to be into radio, and now here we are. But it was that 90s country that converted me to country radio, and it probably had a big impact on you too, huh?
Yeah, yes, sir. You know, the 90s artists I was like a lot of young people back then, and I was kind of into what they call classic rock now. It wasn't then, but and we had a little band and played around and stuff. But the moment I heard George Strait on the radio,
yeah,
and Alan Jackson and Randy Travis and all those great legends that we've, you know, all kind of grew to love, it just changed my mind completely about what direction I would like to do some music in.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, you're from Virginia growing up, and I guess you still live there, huh?
No, I live down in Florida now.
Oh, do you? Okay.
I came down here a few years back. My wife's a native Floridian, so it kind of made sense.
Yeah.
I grew up in a little town called Coleman Falls, Virginia, which is over towards the western part of the state. It is close to Roanoke, Virginia, and also not far from Blacksburg, where Virginia Tech's at. So we grew up about 4 or 5 miles from the Blue Ridge Parkway.
Okay, well, man, I'm getting a lot of country music from Florida. I just interviewed Rocky Boven. He's from Florida, and I've got a bunch of them down there in Florida. So you got some pretty good country music scene down there.
We do. In one place, I like to say that really promotes indie artists, and is a place here in Wearsdale, Florida, and it's called the Orange Blossom Opry. And it's a little small venue, 400 people fit in there tops probably, and the owner has always been a huge supporter of indie artists, and they also bring occasionally in some pretty big acts. You know, Gene Watson was there. A few of the other older performers there have been there over the years, and it's just a fun little place to go. And when we go there, we love playing there.
Yeah, that is awesome. Now, let's go back in time and talk about what started your love for country music. You mentioned some of those 90s country artists that have had a big influence on you, but was it even earlier than that for you?
Oh, yeah. I where I grew up, it wasn't a whole lot to do, so music was always a part of my life from the time I was old enough to sing along with my dad and my cousins and stuff. My dad I tell you, he was an unbelievable artist. I mean, he sung in a lot of local clubs around in Central Virginia and West Virginia and down in North Carolina. So he influenced me a lot. Sunday mornings, Sunday afternoons, we get the guitars out. He's the one that taught me how to pluck on the guitar a little, and we would sing Merle Haggard songs and Johnny Cash songs and all that good stuff. And then so I was lucky, and even today, if you get through Coleman Falls, you probably would hear some music on the weekends, because
that's awesome.
All my friends and family play, and it was just kind of a natural thing, to kind of flow into. And my dad really influenced me because of the way he played his music. His band got to open locally for some pretty big artists back in the day, in Virginia, West Virginia, North Carolina in particular.
Yeah.
He opened for a guy named George Jones about 4 times.
I've heard of him. Yep.
Yeah, he's been around. He was around. And then you got a picture of me standing on the stage with Bill Anderson, and I must have been I was probably about 5 years old.
Wow.
And so he opened for some of those dudes, unbelievable. And so, music kind of come my way, and then, like I told you when we were talking before, I kind of got away from it. I kind of got away from music, and I always loved listening to it and seen just about everybody you could think of live, but I kind of got away from the performing artist type thing, and just kind of, I don't know the reason why exactly, but I just kind of stepped back a little bit.
Yeah.
It didn't do much of anything. And in the last 3 years, I've been writing a lot of songs. You've got quite a few of them that I've done. It just kind of, music's just kind of come back to me. It kind of drew me back in.
Well, I'll tell you what, you do have quite a few. I've got 13 of your songs right now, and I know there's more coming, and we had a tough time picking out 3. You can see how hard it is on my end to program a show, because all of them are great.
Well, I appreciate that, and, for me to pick out 3, as you know, they're all like my children and my babies, and, it's hard to pick one baby over the other,
It certainly is.
And that's, when we play in Nashville, they like what I call the jukebox sound, where they, my buddies who play down on Broadway all the time, who do a great job of the music part of my songs. They are all professional, could play multiple instruments.
Yeah.
It's just been a godsend for me to kind of draw back into music and try to write some songs that mean something.
Well, that is awesome, and you're absolutely doing that. Your songs are great, and they tell the best stories in country music anyways. I truly believe that. They say it's 3 chords and the truth, and the truth is we get to hear the stories behind these songs in these interviews, and that's why I love doing them so much.
Yeah, I agree with you, Tim. It's one thing to hear the song and you go, well, that song's pretty good, but like we were talking before, my goodness, there's so many great indie artists that come on your program and have music on your program. I was a little intimidated when I sent you that first song. I go, man, I don't know if I can compete with these guys and gals. They're really, really talented people.
It's a big talent pool out there, but you're swimming just fine, man. You're right there on the top. You're doing the backstroke right now.
I appreciate that, Tim. You know, hey, we're giving it everything we got.
You bet.
And it's just been a total blessing for me and the guys here play with.
Absolutely. You mentioned your dad had a big influence on you in the music, and he was an artist too back in the day, and some of the greats that he got to open for. Do you have any brothers and sisters that are musically inclined like you growing up, or were you the musical prodigy of the bunch, or what?
Well, I have a brother and a sister. My brother has had no interest in music, pretty much. And my sister, however, she's a very good singer. She's sung with some of the local. She's into bluegrass strong, so she sings with some of the local bluegrass groups up there in Central Virginia. And she's got a really good voice. I'll tell you right now.
That's awesome.
We're working on a little duet, and I don't know when we'll get it out. But you know, she is really good.
Well, you mentioned that, doing a duet, and people are going to hear your writing style tonight, and I've been getting a lot of artists coming into these chat rooms, and you're one of them, and you know that, and you've been seeing it, that people really, just this year, I mean, this thing is just taken off, that they're wanting to collaborate, they're wanting to write songs together. You may get a duet out of this program tonight or something like that, so we'll get all your social media and where people can reach out to you here in just a little bit, but I want to ask you, too, you know, growing up around country music like your dad made and things like that, at what point, you said you started singing when you were pretty young, but at what point did you really know that you wanted to give that God-given talent back to the world and start singing?
You know, I was in the military right out of school. I went in the military, in the Army, and you know, you meet a lot of talented people in the military, and you know, we were sitting around the barracks one night, and we started doing a little, you know, a cappella stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And we just started doing it, and then somebody heard us and go, "Man, you guys are pretty good." So then we would go out and play at like the NCO clubs and stuff like that, and that kind of got me back into music. And of course, me being a kind of a country guy, we slip in some country stuff, and that's kind of what kind of brought my passion back, if you will, Tim. And you know, it's like anything else. You know, you got to make a living, and so I was blessed with a great career, and worked for some great companies, but they all allowed me to you know, play around with my music a little and try to get some names out there. And again, I kind of got tired of the whole thing, and and just said, the only time you kept the guitar in my hand was just around the house, maybe at Christmas or something, you know. And you know, I started listening to the radio even more and more with the country sound. And quite honestly, and I don't want to stand on a band box here and say something that's wrong, Tim, but I love all music. But when you're talking about country music, I think there's a good audience out there for a more traditional line in country. And I really believe, you know, because when we're in Nashville, for instance, you know, and we're up there playing away for just the heck of it most of the time, you know, the requests that come out, you don't get requests too much for modern stuff, you know, like if you get stuff from the 90s, early 2000s all day long, you know.
Right.
So that kind of told me something when I started trying to write again. It kind of told me that I wanted to be more center or more traditional sound, and I think my voice lends itself to that, and and that's what we try to do.
I agree 100%, and that's you're one of those artists I give kudos to for keeping traditional country music alive, and it is real country music, and it's still out there. Mainstream radio might not be doing it right now so much, but it's out there. You just got to dig a little bit deeper, and I'll tell you what, I'm sure glad you found me because you make it, my friend.
I appreciate that, Tim.
You bet.
I really do.
And we were talking about that talent pool. It is big, and I'll tell you what, age is just a number, isn't it? I've got young artists I've interviewed as young as 10 and as old as 86 years old. I told you who the 86-year-old was off the air. His name is William Lee Golden, the guy with the beard from the Oak Ridge Boys. I've interviewed him twice on this program. But the Oak Ridge Boys are 50 years plus and still going, and Alabama's the same way. They're on their 50th year tour.
Yeah, I think that's one thing about country music in general is the longevity of artists.
Yeah.
If you're good, people know it, and they keep you in their hearts and stuff. And I will say though, there's a couple of artists out here right now, and that I think are trying their best to bring us back more country. That young guy Zach Top, for instance, I saw him when he was playing in some bars around Nashville.
Yep.
And this guy likes to play traditional sounding country.
Oh,
He writes kind of traditional sounding country songs.
Yep. My buddy Jake Worthington, I interviewed him before he really got big. He was an alumni artist. He was on Team Blake in season 6 of The Voice, and I've met him twice in person over here in Springfield, Missouri. And I'll tell you what, you want to talk about pure country, he is it. He'll come into the venue in a T-shirt and overalls, then he'll go change into his clothes to be on stage and everything. But he's just country is cornbread, as they say. That's him.
Hey, I get the country's cornbread thing. That's kind of the way we grew up. We were, I tell everybody, growing up in that area, it's not the wealthiest area in the country.
Yep.
We were poor, but nobody told us that, so we didn't know any different.
Right.
So,
and, I've even worked with a gentleman here in Branson that grew up because his grandparents raised him in Kentucky, and they didn't have any electricity when he was growing up. So he taught himself to play guitar by listening to the battery-operated radio back in the day. And he learned those chords himself. Well, in 2010, he won Guitar Player of the Year here in Branson, and he can do dueling banjos with just the guitar. He can make that thing sound like a banjo, too.
Wow. And that's the thing. My dad was self-taught. He couldn't read music if his life depended on it, and that's kind of the way he started off, kind of teaching me and several of my friends, and we kind of picked it up. And then later on, I got a little more technical into things, and and tried to play a little more like that. But I think good music, Tim, comes from the heart, man.
Oh, it does.
That's where it comes from. When you boil it all down, singer-songwriters, most of these people are inspired on things from the heart, and that's kind of what I do.
Yep.
The songs you hear from me are mostly come from my heart,
Absolutely. And you talked about off the air before we got on here, what you do for a living has allowed you to become a really good songwriter because you travel a lot and you spend a lot of time on airplanes, and that gives you the time to write songs. And in fact, Gary Allen made a great song about that. I'm just sitting out here watching airplanes, and I hear that one on the radio still to this day.
Absolutely, it's a great song, and that is true. I'm a national sales manager for a company, and that means I travel pretty much all 48 states, and sometimes into Canada, and sometimes even Europe. And so, I would have pretty long times sometimes to sit on an airplane or sit in an airport, and versus going to the bar and looking for a drink, I started writing songs again, and that's when I started really coming back to just writing some music.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we've got
three. A blessing for me.
Yeah, you bet. We're going to bless the people by playing 3 of your songs tonight. Cowboys and Dreamers is the first one. Tell us about it.
Cowboys and Dreamers. I was watching Yellowstone on TV one day, and there was a scene where Casey Dutton is walking into this widow's house, and he sold some horses so she could keep the ranch running. Her husband had killed himself, and Casey walks in and hands her this check, and he says, "I wish it could be more." And right before he leaves, he gives the lady a hug, and she looks at him, and she goes, "You know what? At the end of the day, I'll probably marry another one of you guys. But the problem is, you're all cowboys and dreamers."
Wow.
And I literally, later that night, I started writing that song.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, and it's a good song, and tells a little story, and we were real proud of it. It turned out good. We recorded that thing and then went through probably 20 different versions of it, and we like the finished product. I think it's really good.
That is awesome. I know I've seen that episode. We watched all of those in Yellowstone. That is such a neat show. And I'll tell you what, one of the country music artists who a couple of years ago just won CMA Entertainer of the Year, Miss Lainey Wilson, was in Yellowstone. She's a pretty good actress, too.
Yeah, and she's not hard on the eyes either.
Nope.
You know?
the bell-bottom queen of country music. She's bringing that back as well.
I was just in her bar in Nashville last week.
Is that right?
We were up in Nashville recording a few stuff and playing around with a couple of my buddies at a couple of Broadway
That's
bars
awesome.
and stuff.
And speaking of Nashville, you told me off the air too that you've got a great bunch of Nashville players that play on your stuff that are just all super talented. No wonder you sound so good. You got the vocals, but the instrumentation, the production, everything's top notch, man.
Well, I'm blessed in more than one way, Tim, but I started developing relationships with these guys when I was up in Nashville on business, and we kind of huddled a few times, and we've had a couple come and go, but the group overall, they're extremely talented, professional musician level. Some of them can play 4 or 5 instruments, and you'd never know that they're not a pro on that instrument. I mean, wow. They're that good. We think a lot alike about our music and kind of what we want, and they're real good about creating a vision on the songs like Cowboys and Dreamers that we're kind of looking for. And we got a little guy up there who he has a professional studio, and he's an older gentleman, so he's kind of been like semi-retired, for lack of a better term. But one of my lead guitar player, he knew him very well, so we contacted him, and he's been doing probably 95% of our production stuff, and just does a phenomenal job at it. I mean, really does.
Well, like I said, I've got 13 of your songs, and it's hard to pick a favorite right now, man. You just got it going on, and they all are fantastic. We're going to talk about another song, Never Will I Let It Win. That's a tribute to a friend of yours, and we'll talk about that one when we come back with Rick Stone. We're going to play Cowboys and Dreamers right now on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
Driving down an old Texas road, listening to Garth on the radio, was ready to stop when I saw a sign, motel and ice cold beer ahead. Stopped and walked in, got a cheap room, headed to the bar next door, walked right in, saw an old man sitting at the bar, had his cowboy hat pulled down low. Walked up, said, "Is anyone using this stool?" He didn't look up, just tasted his beer and said no. I sat down on that stool and ordered a shot of tequila and a cold glass of beer. After a while I said to him, "Are you a real cowboy?" He looked at me and said, "I ride the fences and rope those cows. Sometimes I don't get much sleep. The hours are long, the pay women, lost a few too. You asked me, am I a cowboy? Yeah, that's me. He hardly turned his head. I could see the test of time on his face. The cowboy then softly said to me, I can see by the clothes you wear you're not from around here. Tell me, son, what do you do? Because the fences and rope those cows, sometimes I don't get much sleep. The hours are long, the pay is low. Good news is I always am on the go. Loved a few women, lost a few too. Guess I'm a dreamer too. Cowboys and dreamers, cowboys and dreamers, cowboys and dreamers. I just smiled and looked at him, thought about it, got another round, stared for a while and turned to him and said, I am a dreamer. Been that way all my life, always searching for something, never knowing what it was. Dreaming of tomorrow, not thinking about today. Loved a few women, lost a few too. Living life like us dreamers do. Yeah, I am a dreamer, that's me. The cowboy gave her a smile, took a taste of beer and stared down for a while. Then with that Texas drawl, he said, I ride the fences and rope those cows. Sometimes I don't get much sleep. The hours are long, the pay is low. Good news is I always am on the go. Love a few women, lost a few too. Yes, I'm a dreamer too. Cowboys and dreamers, cowboys and dreamers.
That is called Cowboys and Dreamers. His name is Rick Stone, live with us tonight on the Tim Kelly Show. And, I get a lot of song titles in my emails. I never know what they're about until I ask the artist. I would have never guessed this was from the movie Yellowstone, but when you mentioned that, that resonated with me because, like I said, we've saw a bunch of those episodes, and I'll have to go back and watch that one now.
Yeah, it's the episode where the rancher kills himself because he's losing everything, and then Casey Dutton finds out that he has some wild horses that were running around. He rounded them all up, sold them at the auction guy, took the money to this lady, and right when he was leaving, she says, well, I'll probably end up marrying another one of you guys, and you're all cowboys and dreamers, and that's kind of where it started.
And that's something, just in your daily life, what you do for a living, flying around the country and in your travels, those song ideas are you probably got a whole catalog of songs yet to be recorded, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, I kind of do it old style. I'll be flying or get an idea, and I'll write down part of it, and then I may not touch that thing for a year or so, and then all of a sudden I remember and I go back and pull it, and I store those things in my iPad. I've got one of those little things where you can write, so I just grab it, start writing, and then I may put it away. Some songs come right out, other songs I'm working on several now that I'm not even close to having the boys and me do a lay down on it,
Yeah, and that's what you were telling me off the air too. You'll take those lyrics that you put together and you'll take it to them and let them do the instrumentation part and put the melody together, and that's a really cool thing. A good combination.
Yeah, and then I'll put the voice to it, and then we'll add some background vocals here and there. It's an interesting process.
Yeah, it is.
certainly like the old days, we used to just walk into a studio and put us some earphones on and go to work, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And how you guys wrap it up in 3 minutes and 55 seconds on that first song, I'm amazed by that every time. I always talk about that on the radio because that's what they call making it radio friendly. But to tell those stories that are so powerful in that short amount of time. And this next song is really powerful. It's dedicated to a friend of yours. We're going to talk about it next. It's called Never Will I Let It Win. Tell us the story on this one.
Never Will I Let It Win. I was inspired. Guy that I've worked with for, 15 years. We've been friends for 20 years probably. Normally a very healthy man, ran, did exercise, a lot better at it than I am, but he started having symptoms, and eventually the neurologist told him he has ALS, which is Lou Gehrig's disease. There's no cure. It's fatal. It's just a matter of timing. And so he told me that, and quite honestly, Tim, I sat in my living room and I wept. I mean, it really hit me kind of hard. And so I started working on this song, and it was one of those that kind of rolled off the fingertips and out of my brain fairly quickly. And I sent it up to my boys at Nashville, and I said, man, and I sent a little demo of me strumming the guitar so they'll kind of know what I'm looking for. And then they played around with it for a few days, a week, and then they sent it back and said, here's what we put on for music, and go back in. And we went back in and dubbed some stuff in, and it turned out phenomenal. It's an emotional song for me. Just about any time I try to do it live, I have a big time trouble getting through it. So.
Yeah, I imagine. Oh, man. But what a great tribute, and, he is still with us at this point, so he is probably just elated every time he gets to hear it on the radio as well.
Oh, yeah, he's played that thing for all his friends and probably people who won't even hear it, but he's really happy and has expressed gratitude about it. And look, and I did it just because I love the guy, and I'm not afraid to say that.
Right.
But I didn't want to write something that would be so sad that he would hang his head. So when you hear this song, you'll hear it's a little more up tempo, and we added a few more background things in there that we typically don't, and I think it turned out very well. Hope you guys like it. Hope the audience likes it, and
that is awesome.
I think it's fine.
You are a good guy and a great artist and a great friend. After this interview, this is our first. It won't be our last because we got a lot of other songs I've already got in my library that we can talk about in another interview. I'd love to have you back. This has been a lot of fun.
I'll be there anytime you need me, Tim, and happy to do it. And hey, here's what I tell all indie artists. If you're a writer, just keep writing, man. Don't stop.
Oh, absolutely. And, I haven't stopped either for a long time, and that's how we ended up meeting. You've been back in music about 3 years, and here we are.
Yeah, I took a long break and, life and family and stuff, and kind of got disenchanted with music. And then about 3 years ago, I started writing again, and so here we are.
Well, and this is what radio is all about. It is about the music, so we love putting real country music on the radio. You make it and keep doing your thing. The third song we're going to talk about just real quick is called Proud of the Redneck in Me. You're proud to admit it, I guess, too, huh?
Hey, why not? I grew up, it put the red in neck.
There you go.
That way. So, and it was kind of a play on words. It talks about, the song it tells a good story about, growing up and having a family and trying to do what's right. And the hook line is, I'm proud of the redneck in me, and that means I'm proud of the family life that was created. And again, this song was motivated. I I started looking at my grandpa and my grandmother and the things that how they handled their family and stuff, and I said, well, you know, if we're rednecks, let's be proud of it. So that's where it came from.
Awesome. His name is Rick Stone. Rick, where would you like to direct folks on social media to find out more of your great songs?
Yeah, I have a new release coming up. It's going to have probably about the same number of songs. You're talking about 12 or 13. It's going to be released on all the major streaming platforms. I've already got stuff on YouTube and Spotify and a little on Facebook. But next week, it's going to be released on all the major streaming platforms, Amazon and Pandora, and you name it, it's going to be on there. So just check it out. It's the music's under the Rick Stone Band. Mm-hmm. And if you look it on YouTube, it's Rick Stone Music. So if you look at any of those streaming sites, you're probably going to see it. The middle of next week is when we're going to release it to the public.
Man, that sounds great. Have a great rest of your night, and I appreciate the time tonight. And let's do this again real soon. It's been a blast having you on, man.
Tim, I can't tell you what, and you were talking about this during when we were off the air. You know, what you do for us indie artists, it's incredible. You give us a chance to be heard, and I think all of us, that's really what we want. We just want to be heard.
Absolutely. Well, it is my pleasure to play your great music, and I look forward to hearing from you on the next interview. This has been a lot of fun. Come back real soon, and we'll do it all over again.
Appreciate you, Tim.
You bet. Never will I let it win, and proud of the redneck in me from Rick Stone, coming up right now on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
The fight begins as my body tries, but this heart beats strong. I hear its song. The mirror shows what time has done, but I'm still here. I'm not the one to bow down low and let it go. Never let it win, no, not today. I'll rise again, I'll find a way through every storm, every wave crashing in. Never will I let it win. My hands may tremble, my voice may fade, but my soul's unshaken, my path is laid. This fire burns on through the nights, the odds may stack, they may press me down, but I wear this fight like a golden crown. This battle's mine, I draw the line. Never let it win, no, not today. I'll rise again, I'll find a way through every storm, every wave crashing in. I'll keep on fighting till the end. Never will I let it win. Never will I let it win. My hands may tremble, my voice may fade, but my soul's unshaken, my path is laid. This fire burns on through the nights, the odds may stack, they may press me down, but I wear this fight like a golden crown. This battle's mine, like a golden crown. This battle's mine, I draw the line. Never let it win, no, not today. I'll rise again, I'll find a way through every storm, every wave
best in new country starts now. On Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
I was born where the gravel meets the creek, where the woods grow thick and the fences lean weak. Mama taught me prayers by the firelight glow. Daddy showed me how to make a garden grow. We ain't got much, but it's all that I need. Just the sky above and the dirt beneath my feet. I'm proud of the redneck in me, the calloused hands and the cracked old knee. Got a pocket full of nothing but a heart that's free. Yeah, I'm proud of the redneck in me. Saturday nights by the barn, guitar strums, whiskey on the table and the beat of the drums. Neighbors gather round with their stories and jokes. We laugh till the moon hides behind the oaks. Some call it simple, but I call it right. Living honest and true by the porch light. I'm proud of the redneck in me, the muddy boots and the worn out tee. Got a pocket full of nothing but a heart that's free. Yeah, I'm proud of the redneck in me. Some call it simple, but I call it right. Living honest and true by the porch light. I'm proud of the redneck in me, the muddy boots and the worn out tee. Got a pocket full of nothing but a heart that's free. Yeah, I'm proud of the redneck in me. Yeah, I'm proud of the redneck in me. In me.
His name is Rick Stone. Rick Stone Band or Rick Stone Music is where you can find him on social media. Proud of the redneck in me. What a great story behind that song and his other two songs as well. I never would have thought Yellowstone would have been the title based on Cowboys and Dreamers. So that is an awesome song. And go back, and now we'll have to all go back and watch that episode of Yellowstone with Casey Dutton in there. So that's good stuff. Rick Stone, thank you for a great radio interview tonight. And like I said, come back anytime. I'm booking for March already of 2026, so you better get in there quick. And my full live interview schedule, by the way, of upcoming interviews hangs out at the bottom of the website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. I am hanging out on that website right now. Scroll down just a little bit and you'll see me live on YouTube right there on the player on the website, KICR Indie Country Radio at YouTube, and I'm over here at TikTok at Tim Kelly on Air, and lots of folks are in here chatting with me as well, tapping that screen, giving us lots of hearts, lots of love tonight, and right back at you guys. If you love music, hang around. Hour number 3 is going to be great as well. From Nashville, Tennessee, my good buddy Trey Calloway kicking off this set with She Misses Being Mrs., one of his latest singles. Trey Calloway on KICR Indie Country Radio on this New Music Friday.
They met in high school, they fell in love. They said I do, drove away in his truck. He always dreamed of being a soldier. Said when he got back they'd spend days growing older. His second tour they came under fire. Not every hero comes home. Now she misses his heart, his tender touch, the warmth of his arms, wrapping her up the memory of every smile, and 1,000 goodnight kisses. But most of all, she just misses being Mrs. She still goes to the store, cooks on the stove, a dinner for two, but she sits there alone. She lies in their empty bed every night, turns out the lights and she cries, 'cause she misses his heart, his tender touch, the warmth of his arms wrapping her up, the memory of every smile, and 1,000 goodnight kisses. But most of all, she just misses being Mrs. If she can't move on, she can't forget. That's why there's always a rose on his stone, 'cause that's as close as she'll ever get. She still misses his heart, his tender touch, the warmth of his arms wrapping her up, the memory of every smile, and 1,000 goodnight kisses. But most of all, she just misses being Mrs. Yeah, most of all, she just misses being Mrs.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play.
This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music.
I like the DJs.
There's even more to like.
I like everything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country. New country.
Once upon a time, I'd say easy now. I need my time, girl, just slow it down. We don't need to be in such a rush. If she kept on pushing, all she'd see is my dust. Love is a four-letter word I couldn't say till you came along my way. Said a whole lot of other four-letter words, but love is one no one ever heard. I said I like you, I want you, you're my babe. I need you, you're cool, you rule my world. You're cute, hot with a double T. Love is a word no one ever heard. I can't get enough, scoot a little closer. I wanna kiss you, hold you a little longer. What in the world have you done to me, girl? To be honest, you've become my whole world. Oh, love is a four-letter word I couldn't say till you came along my way. Said a whole lot of other four-letter words, but love is one no one ever heard. I said I like you, I want you, you're my babe. I need you, you're cool, you rule my world. You're cute, hot with a double T. Love is a word no one ever heard. My life has taken a dramatic turn. The sparks between us are really starting to burn. 'Cause I like you, I want you, you're my babe. I need you, you're cool, you rule my world. You're cute, hot with a double T. Look at what you've gone and done to me. Girl, I'm so in love with you.
That is the brand new single from my good friend Dan Wesley White. He is from Del Rio, Texas. That is called Love is a Four-Letter Word, co-written with our good friend, the songbird, Sherry Swartz. Go get yourself that song, ladies and gentlemen. People are dancing to it right now in my chat rooms. I'm loving it. That is a great, great tune. Dan Wesley White and Love is a Four-Letter Word. Caleb Moses and Taryn Keeley make up a great duet called Roses and Weeds. I recently just had a great radio interview with them. Almost 1,000 people have listened to it in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives at the top of the homepage of my website, KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. I know they appreciate it as well. This is called Leave Your Lovin' On, Roses and Weeds on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Turn down the lights in this room. Baby, come and kiss me. We got nothing to lose. Reckless desire builds up the fire, hard and strong. We're all alone. Turn off your phone. Leave your loving on.
The touch of your hand on my skin burns like an ember from deep within. I've got the urge to quench my thirst in my soul. The troubles you hold, just let them fall, but leave your loving on. I think it's time your heart and mine tear down these walls we hide behind. Baby, let's go back
Garrett, and you're listening to The Tim Kelly Show, syndicated worldwide, playing New Country's best.
I was raised in Pinellas Park, where the grass grows tall. Moved out to Newport Richie, where the bonfire calls. Got my boots in the dirt and my hands on the tools. I'm a hard-working man, following the good Lord's rules. At the VFW, I'm up on stage, singing George Strait, feeling like I'm home on the range. With my cowboy hat on and my heart full of pride, I'm a red, white, and blue man standing tall on the side. I'm a good old boy with a song to sing, a little bit of country in everything. With a bonfire burning and the stars up high, you'll find me working, but I'll still reach the sky. Got my chickens in the yard and a hammer in my hand. I'm fixing up this life the best I can. I'll make it big, but I'll never leave, 'cause the red, white, and blue is all I need. Every day's a project, there's always something new. From the porch to the fence, I'm seeing it through. But when the sun goes down and the fire gets bright, I pick up my guitar and sing into the night. It's the life I love with the ones I care for, family around and the freedom I adore. Might not be fancy, but I got all I need, just me and this dream, letting it lead. I'm a good old boy with a song to sing, a little bit of country in everything. With a bonfire burning and the stars up high, you'll find me working, but I'll still reach the sky. Got my chickens in the yard and a hammer in my hand. I'm fixing up this life the best I can. I'll make it big, but I'll never leave, 'cause the red, white, and blue is all I need. Every note I sing takes me a little higher, but I'll always come back to this bonfire. With the flag flying proud and my heart set true, I'm living the dream in red, white, and blue. I'm a good old boy with a song to sing, a little bit of country in everything. With a bonfire burning and the stars up high, you'll find me working, but I'll still reach the sky. Got my chickens in the yard and a hammer in my hand. I'm fixing up this life the best I can. I'll make it big, but I'll never leave, 'cause the red, white, and blue is all I need. Yeah, the red, white, and blue, that's all I need. Just a good old boy living wild and free. Groovy.
That gentleman is also from the Sunshine State of Florida. His name is Rocky Boven. I had a great radio interview with him a couple of weeks ago, and we played that song, brand new out to radio, his latest single. It is called Bonfire and Boots. Rocky Boven, a buddy of his, wrote that song for him. He said, "You're so country, you've got chickens, you've got all this farm stuff going on, you need this song." And so there you go, Rocky Boven. Check him out. He is fantastic. And that live interview that we did is now a recorded interview in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives at the top of the homepage of my website, KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. This next young talented artist has a brand new single out to radio, and we recently did a great radio interview as well. Her name is Anna Scott, Anna Scott Music, and she does a lot of TikTok, so be sure to go follow her on TikTok. Her latest single is called Whisker Kisses. Here it is right now on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, on this New Music Friday.
Tough as nails for 83. Had a wrinkled brow and rosy cheeks. He smelled like diesel and his hands bled from the calluses that his hard work left. He was a Ford man, didn't drive a John Deere. Said if I could fit in the seat, then I could steer. He would tell me stories about the way things were. when a handshake meant you were keeping your word. He had an old pocket watch in his front pocket. Oh, I'd do anything I could to stop the hands on it, so he could give me whisker kisses, teach me how to fish, and let me be the one to throw them back. We could rock on the back porch swing, listen to wind chimes sing, and watch the train roll down those winding tracks. Spend a little more time with him so I could watch my grandpa live. He lived along Indian Hollow Road, took pride in everything he owned. Every penny saved went to his family. Taught me things you want in life sure ain't free. He would give me whisker kisses, teach me how to fish, and let me be the one to throw them back. We would rock on the back porch swing, listen to wind chimes sing, and watch the train roll down those winding tracks. Spend a little more time with him so I could watch my grandpa live. Watch him live. His softened eyes tell me more than I can comprehend. I swear he held the world in his rough and weathered hands. Wish that I could have one more chance to feel his whisker kisses, teach me how to fish, and let me be the one to throw back. We could rock on the back porch swing, listen to wind chimes sing, and watch the train roll down those winding tracks. Spend a little more time with him so I could watch my grandpa live. Oh, I could watch my grandpa live. I could watch my grandpa live.
In a world, there was one man, Tim Kelly, and there was only one radio station, Indie Country Radio.
All these women walking around with big old diamond rings. They got me wondering if I'll ever taste all the finer things. Like an SUV and a wife, a day job, not this nightlife. But until then, I'm living for whatever tonight's gonna bring. Speaking of, I bet that night ain't all it's cracked up to be. There's a lot of married men out there wishing they were me. But for all of those that do, fellas, I've got a deal for you, and we can live our lives through each other vicariously. So when you wake up and drive to your 9 to 5, I'll sleep in, maybe make a tea time. And as you spend your day slaving away, just remember our deal's all about the give and take. And as you lie in bed with a book give and take. So I'ma take my boat to the lake, and when you're lying in bed with a book in your hand and a cup of chamomile tea, I'll drink a beer for you, kiss your wife goodnight for me. Yeah, here's to you and living vicariously.
That is one of those one-word song titles that drop into my email, and I end up listening to it and putting it on the radio. Vicariously, Aaron Cantor, K-A-N-T-O-R. Aaron Cantor Music is where you can find him on social media. Go check out and download Vicariously. What a great song on this New Music Friday. This next artist was a special guest a few weeks ago on my New Music Friday edition of the Tim Kelly Show. He is a great artist from Texas. He's writing great music right now, and this song has been played 18 times so far on this station. We're getting ready to push play on number 19 for Wes Ryan. This is called Seems Like on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
Seems like I lean in and you turn your head away. Seems like you're here in the night but gone by day. Seems like you've been chasing something I can't see, and I'm just standing here wondering why it isn't me. Seems like we're coming apart at the seams, like there's something lying in between. Every kiss we steal feels less like a dream and more like goodbye, though you haven't said it to me. Yeah, it's breaking my heart, and I'm taking it hard. Seems like we keep smiling for the sake of the crowd. Seems like we turn the TV up to drown the sound. Seems like we're side by side but miles away, and I keep wondering if there's anything left to say. Seems like we're coming apart at the seams, like there's something lying in between. Every kiss we steal feels less like a dream and more like goodbye, though you haven't said it to me. Yeah, it's breaking my heart, and I'm taking it hard. We built this love like a worn-out jean, faded and frayed where the goods been seen. But now the threads come loose, the fabric's thin, and I don't know if we can sew it back again. Seems like we're coming apart at the seams, like there's something lying in between. Every kiss we steal feels less like a dream and more like goodbye, though you haven't said it to me. Yeah, it's breaking my heart, and I'm taking it hard. Oh, we're coming apart at the seams. Seems like we're coming apart
Yee, and you're listening to the Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing New Country's best.
To everyone around, it looks like we're not saying anything at all while the music is playing soft and low. But they don't know she's talking with her eyes, telling me that I am everything she's hoped for and wanted in her life. She's talking to my heart, telling me that she is never gonna break it and never gonna leave. Yeah, I know I'm a lucky guy when she's talking with her eyes. I don't get insecure when other men are staring at this beauty in my arms, 'cause I know that dress she's wearing is all for me. No, they can't see she's talking with her eyes, telling me that I am everything she's hoped for and wanted in her life. She's talking to my heart, telling me that she is never gonna break it and never gonna leave. Yeah, I know I'm a lucky guy when she's talking with her eyes. Telling me that I am everything she's hoped for and wanted in her life. She's talking to my heart and telling me that she is never gonna break it and never gonna leave. Yeah, I know I'm a lucky guy when she's talking with her eyes. She's talking with her eyes.
That song was written by the great Paul Overstreet and Rory Feek. It is called She's Talking With Her Eyes. Sean Poole and the Buckin' Crazy took that song and they made a hit out of it. That's a fantastic song. Sean is S-E-A-N. Poole has an E on the end of it. Sean Poole and the Buckin' Crazy. Go like and follow them on Facebook. Tell them you heard She's Talking With Her Eyes right here on the Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday. How about We Keep Me in the Country? That's the title of this next song. My good friend Boss Stone on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Blacked out, jacked up, burnt out, souped up, rolling down 41 with the windows up. 10 minutes early, hard racing on a Thursday. Turn the music down, can't let it escalate. She's waiting outside with some sweet tea, short skirt, tank top, looking radiant and free. A little too fancy for the Dairy Queen, but I love her style. It's a perfect scene. Keep me in the country, don't head to town. Take me down a dirt road, let's watch the sun go down. Let me hear the crickets sing and the dogs bark. Take me to a
listening to The Tim Kelly Show, live from Branson, Missouri on KICR Indie Country Radio.
We've been together going on 15 years. Had our share of heartaches and despair. I thought I was the man you wanted me to be, but something changed and you despised me. I know how it unfolds when a woman cares for a family. It takes two if it's gonna work. If not, someone's gonna get hurt. But there's times when it's too late and the damage is done. Love turns to hate and two becomes one. Yeah, two becomes one. I know there's a lot to do. Men don't know what a woman goes through. Cleaning, cooking, and caring of a home. Kids are sick and it's enough where a mind gets blown. Men need to know that they can help share the load, but they stand by and watch it all unfold. It takes two if it's gonna work. If not, someone's gonna get hurt. But there's times when it's too late and the damage is done. Love turns to hate and two becomes one. Yeah, two becomes one. I said two will become one. It takes two if it's gonna work. If not, someone's gonna get hurt. But there's times when it's too late and the damage is done. Love turns to hate and two becomes one. Yeah, two becomes one.
Nobody knows new country like we know new country. Indie Country Radio, new country's best.
It's been a long, hard road. Miles have gone slow. Money went fast. You wake up one day. You are where you're at. A lifetime behind you. A few more years in front of you. Lonely people living in the shadows. Lonely people feels like they don't matter. Lonely people drives into the wind. Lonely people sees themselves shattered. You see them all around our land, sleeping in tents, living in caravans, trying to find the promised land. Like a girl living out of a modified bus, mama 6 months clean, daddy somewhere in between, living like nomad roaming these roads, paying their emotional tolls, finding them lost souls. Lonely people living in the shadows.
they couldn't play along. One more night living in their car. At least she knows where they are. Lonely people living in the shadows. Lonely people feels like they don't matter. Lonely people drives into the wind and scatter. Lonely people sees themselves shattered. You see them all around our land, sleeping in tents, living in caravans, trying to find that promised land.
Hello, this is O. Webb Dalton. You're listening to Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best.
Cook me up some barbecue. Gonna cook it up sweet like you. Gonna stove me up some red hot coals. Baby, loving you, it never grows old. Well, there ain't nothing that I'd rather do than to kiss you on your face and eat some barbecue. Oh yeah. We'll turn it over, let it cook real slow. Baby, you always keep me on my toes. Hear the juice sizzle as it hits my flame. Baby, you're tearing me out of my frame. Well, there ain't nothing that I'd rather do than to kiss you on your face and eat some barbecue. Oh, yeah. I'll dress you up and I'll dress it down. I make the best barbecue in town. Hot and spicy where you taste so good. Your pig's always better when it's smoked with my wood. Well, there ain't nothing that I'd rather do than to kiss you on your face and eat some barbecue. Oh yeah.
His name is Bobby Hunt. That is called The Barbecue Song. Man, what a great way to end New Music Friday. Before that, Lonely People, brand new from Sean Kane and Kirk Menard, his latest single, Two Becomes One. Thank you guys for joining me on the program tonight. We've served up a lot of great country music, and, I'm still licking my chops. I could do a whole lot more, but that's going to do it for this week's edition of New Music Friday on The Tim Kelly Show. I want to thank my special guests, Shalane Stebner and Rick Stone, for joining me on the program tonight. Join me next week for 3 shows, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, all live shows at 7 p.m. Central Time, right there on my website, KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. And tomorrow night, join me on the Haas FM 98.1 KOZX out of Mountain Grove and Kabul, Missouri, thehaasfm.com, and we'll party tomorrow night from 10 p.m. Central Time till midnight on The Tim Kelly Show as well. The Tim Kelly Show is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like The Tim Kelly Show on Facebook, and we will like you right back. Until next time, I will see you on the radio. Bye-bye, everybody.
I can put you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a song taking back to high school, gym floor, and a slow dance. First love, first kiss, second base down that old dirt road. When it's freezing cold, I can sink your toes in warm white sand. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. So turn me on. Oh, I'll see you on the radio. I'm young, I'm old, I'm country, I'm rock and roll.